I'm Benjamin Hicks, and I will be doing my marketing analysis on Apple Incorporated. Apple is a multinational corporation that designs, manufactures, and markets mobile communication and media devices. They also manufacture personal computers, portable digital music players, and sell a variety of related software, services, peripherals, networking solutions, and third-party digital content and applications. The consumer electronics category of products includes smartphones, computers, televisions, video game consoles, automotive technology, and many other home products, as well as emerging product categories such as wearables and 3D printers. It is a rapidly changing, dynamic industry that is highly competitive and influenced by technological developments. The value of the U.S. market was $590 billion in 2014. Times are evolving with post-industrialism. Technology is more relevant now than it ever has been. However, there are still threats to the industry. Manufacturers are under enormous pressure to bring unique and differentiated products to market. Any successful product quickly attracts copycat products from competitors resulting in rapid commoditization and falling prices. Demand is driven by consumer choices, demographics, and personal income. Certain electronics may not be available in all locations of the world. Emerging markets are more profitable for low budget electronics, while established markets tend to be more profitable for premium product due to the availability of disposable income. Profitability is variable based on consumer preference. Whether a product is high end or low end, they seem to appeal to a certain demographic based on status. A company can stay at a particular price point and be more profitable than high volume companies due to higher margins at higher price points. Back in 2013, industry analysts have forecasted growth at 6% worldwide by 2015. In 2014, the consumer electronics market grew by 5% worldwide. China was an emerging market at that time and still is the target for many industry leaders. However, the Americas are projected to grow 6% in 2015 with a market value of over 539 billion US dollars. Apple is the first American company to reach a valuation of 700 billion plus dollars. They did this through strong performance in tough economic conditions, through consumer appeal, because their products appeal as a status symbol to most people regardless of income, to consumer preference. Trends show that consumers prefer the look and feel, the aesthetics of Apple products. Accessibility. Through payment and credit plans, Apple products are more accessible than ever. And brick and mortar retail. Through tough economic conditions, while everyone else was downsizing, Apple grew its stores and turned a profit. However, there are still threats facing Apple's market share. Volatile economic conditions, although previously mentioned in the brick and mortar retail section, volatile economic conditions can be problematic to almost any company. As the company grows, its overhead will increase. Although products become cheaper to manufacture, salaries and distribution can become more expensive. Tied into volatile economic conditions are disposable wages. With a struggling economy comes less disposable income, something that the retail industry is heavily reliant on. Commoditization. As you grow and as you become popular, companies will copy your products. The more copycats that Apple has, the less important their product may become, the less appealing it may become. and a rise in online shopping. Trends show that this is where Americans are going. Retail brick and mortar stores are becoming less and less relevant. Apple is known to target types of people, not markets. The strategy embodies the company to sell their brand, not their product. Most consumers see a product as a material item. Since the return of former CEO Steve Jobs, the focus of the company's strategy has been marketing. The products are simple, yet intuitive. Apple targets these types of consumers who can relate to the products because the products are an extension of themselves. Customers of Apple Incorporated vary from wealthy individuals to low-income families. Both single and married individuals have been known to purchase their products. Apple has begun to penetrate emerging markets like China, India, and South America while maintaining its stronghold on major markets. Apple wants their users to feel like they know what they are doing. Their computers are advertised for being simple and easy to operate, when in reality these machines can handle professional grade media and some of the most intuitive operating systems in the world. Apple devices are cross-compatible, and yet they are some of the easiest to operate. Apple has a new wave of consumers that are the older demographic. Believe it or not, these are new consumers to the brand. Apple has maintained its appeal to the younger demographic while gaining appeal to the older and more value perceptive demographic. What began as a computer company has evolved to a consumer electronics giant. Apple not only offers the best computers in the world, but they are pioneers of the smartphone industry, taking what BlackBerry Incorporated has started and turning it into a multitasking, technological advanced machine. They also specialize in tablets, smart accessories, set-top boxes for television, and ventured into headphones with the acquisition of Beats Incorporated, which made Dr. Dre one of the wealthiest rappers ever to have lived. Apple design is done in the United States, its primary market. Manufacturing assembly is done overseas, mainly in China and Korea, where rival Samsung makes the Apple brand processors. Apple stores were something that were started by CEO Steve Jobs. Apple emphasizes simplicity and convenience with its retail stores. They have multiple channels of distribution within the stores. All sales associates can process orders and take payments right from their iPhone. Customers can also check themselves out using QR scanners through the Apple Store app. It also gives customers peace of mind when they can bring damaged or malfunctioned items into the store for on-site repair. All products are positioned using the carousel model. Center tables are used for display, and walls are lined with accessories. Apple has penetrated the online segment of the market with their mobile app for Apple Store and has outsold Amazon-made products on Amazon.com, so much that the online retailer has begun a process to ban the sale of Apple products on the site. The following video on the next slide will explain this more. Apple has offered the same promotions and pricing plans to mass merchant distributors like Walmart and Costco.
Amazon says it wants to avoid customer confusion, but is this really putting the customer first? Yeah, that's a good question, Emily. It gives the appearance of being a little bit less than friendly to consumers who want to get on Amazon and just kind of buy whatever product they want. In particular, it's something that could be more damaging to Google than Apple. Remember, we can buy all of the Apple gadgets that we want by walking down to an Apple store. We can get it online from the Apple Store online. Google, it's a little bit harder. Google doesn't have quite the retail presence that Apple does. So in particular, if you're a consumer who wants Chromecast and you go to Amazon to buy it, you're going to be a little bit stymied.
So, Tom, what do you make of this? On the one hand, we're seeing sort of Google and Microsoft strike a deal over the patents. On the other hand, we're seeing Amazon sort of, shot across the bow to Google and Apple, and Prime customers are the minority of Amazon's business. The vast majority of people don't have Amazon Prime and don't watch Amazon Video on Demand, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the point here, is that there's a lot of people who are looking for ways to download streaming video right onto your TV, use a device, bypass the cable operators. Emily, we've been talking about this for a long time now. The kids right now are not subscribing to Comcast. They're not going to Dish. They want something easily accessible, easily download, stream right onto. These aren't even cord cutters. These are cord nevers. And devices like Chromecast, Apple TV, Amazon's Fire. Those are all things that make it really, really easy for more and more people, millions of people, to get their TV really, really easily. The competition between Apple and Amazon and Google is intensifying in so many areas, including this one. And it does have the feel of being slightly, anti-competitive.
Could there be an antitrust issue here, Tom, quickly?
That's where regulators are going to come in and say, look, there are lots of opportunities here. There's lots of other ways to buy your things. They do not have, Amazon does not have a monopoly on this, so we don't think that you're going to see regulators get all up in their grill.
Apple views itself as a premium product. The company does not move from the premium price point even as liabilities have shrunk over time and competitors develop cheap iPhone alternatives. Apple phones are 3 times the cost of an entry-level competitor's phone. Their computers and accessories are still amongst the most expensive on the market for the position they are in. Competitors have put out similar products with hefty features at the same price point, but have been unsuccessful in taking market share from Apple. Apple's introduced a payment plan for their products now. They have always had financing with their computers, but now have payment plans with their phones as well. The plans are similar to carrier plans, but offer the consumer the privilege to purchase the item. Then pick whatever carrier they please as the phone comes unlocked. They have been rumored to do the same with wearables that they make. On low-end devices, Apple CEO Tim Cook told Bloomberg Businessweek in an interview in 2014, "We never had an objective to sell a low-cost phone. Our primary objective is to sell a great phone and provide a great experience. And we figured out a way to do it at a lower cost." Cook's thoughts echoed those of his predecessor, Steve Jobs, whose strategy for Apple had 4 pillars. Pillar 1, offer a small number of products. Pillar 2, focus on the high end. Pillar 3, give priority to profits over market share. And Pillar 4, create a halo effect that makes people starve for new Apple products.
So it was the night before
Apple
Christmas,
views itself
and
as
all
a
through the
premium
house.
product.
Not a
The
creature
company
was
does not
staring.
move
Not
from
even my
premium
Uncle
price
Michael, who
point
sleep
even
on the
as
couch. I'm
liabilities
tired of the night
shrunk
before
over
Christmas.
time,
What about that
and
Thursday?
competitors
Oh, that's
develop
Saturday.
cheap iPhone
Look,
alternatives.
I'm a giver. I give to my
Apple
kids.
phones are
I
3
give to my
times
cousin
the
Luther,
cost
even
of
though he don't give it back.
competitors.
I give it good to my wife in the bedroom.
Computers and accessories are still amongst
Wow,
the most expensive on the
booby!
market
The neighbor's
for
hair's
the
moaning
position
and
they are in.
groaning every night. It's time to let the
Competitors
love flow
have put out
both
similar
ways.
products
Tracy,
with
go
hefty
to
features
sleep.
at
I
the
am,
same
hon.
price point,
Just stay
but have
asleep
been
talking.
unsuccessful
God
in
is
taking
changed.
market share from
Night terrors. Woo! Ah!
Apple's introduced the
Cause I got a really big team, and they need some really big rings. They need some really nice things. Better be coming with no strings. Better be coming with no strings.
The plans are similar.
Tracy, I know you better not be in that
But offer the
refrigerator.
consumer
Ain't nobody in the
the privilege
refrigerator.
to purchase the item. Then pick whatever carrier they please as the phone.
If you don't give
unlocked.
respect, you gotta take
They've
it.
been rumored to do the same with wearables that they make.
Last year there was some conjecture
On low-end
whether I've been
devices,
naughty or nice.
Apple CEO
But this
Tim
year,
Cook
I can assure you,
told
I've been
Bloomberg
nothing but
Businessweek
nice.
in an interview in 2014.
Cause I've been in a goddamn coma.
We never had an
Can't do
objective
nothing in a coma.
to sell a
Can't even
low-cost
give it to the
phone.
nurse. Damn sure
Our
can't get her
primary
pregnant.
objective
And what do I get for all
is
this
to sell a
niceness?
great phone
Beats I should
and
hope.
provide a
You
great
know, the workout
experience.
joints. I gotta get this
We
weight off of
figured
me
out a
now.
way to do
If
it
you
at a
don't
low
lose weight
cost.
before June 24th, you're gonna be
Cook's
fat all
thoughts
summer.
Echoed those of
Lame,
his predecessor,
stupid,
Steve Jobs.
broke.
The strategy for Apple had four
Santa,
pillars.
is that you?
I'm not Santa, I'm your son.
Pillar 1,
Merry Christmas, Dad.
offer a small number of products.
How did you know I always wanted these?
Focus on the
Cause
high
you go
end.
get beats on my face when I
Pillar
don't
3,
sleep.
priority
It's a
to
Christmas
profits over
miracle!
Pillar 4, create a halo effect that makes people starve for new
Hey,
Apple
Dad, what'd you get me?
The gift of life, food, health, insurance, my impeccable hairline, my
Apple
sense of
views
humor,
itself as a
a roof
premium
over your
product.
head,
The
good
company
credit,
does not move
a
from
trust
premium
fund,
price point
and my
to
style.
liability.
Cause I got a really big team, and they need some really big rings. They need some really nice things. Better be coming with no
Apple
strings.
phones are 3 times the cost of an entry-level competitor's phone. Their computers and accessories are still amongst the most expensive on the market for the position they are in. Differentiation. Competitors have put out similar products with hefty features at the same price point, but have been unsuccessful in taking market share from Apple. Despite high competition, Apple has succeeded in creating a payment plan for their products now, giving the company power. They have always had financing with their differentiation, innovative advertising, but now have payment plans for their phones as well, and hype around the launch of new products. The plans are similar to carrier plans, but offer the consumer the privilege to purchase the premium sector. Then pick whatever carrier they please as the phone comes unlocked of unit volume. They have been rumored to do the same with wearables that they make. Barrier for competitors. On low-end devices, strategy called Apple CEO Tim Cook or minimum advertised Bloomberg Businessweek in an interview in 2014. Retailers that sell Apple products are prohibited. We never had an objective below the to sell a low-cost phone. Our primary objective is to sell a great phone and provide a great experience. Competitors and we figured out a way to do it at a lower cost. Use these strategies, making their Cook's thoughts more vulnerable echoed those of his predecessor, Steve Jobs. Thus, the strategy for Apple had 4 pillars. Competitors tend to saturate the market. On average, a small number of products have released 2 products for every 1 product. Focus on the high end. Competitors often try to find the reason why priority Apple is so successful without bending to consumer demands. And pillar 4, create a halo effect also have other that makes people starve that give them access new Apple products. Fund projects related to competition with Apple. Apple views itself as a premium often product. Make iPhone clones. The company does not move from the premium price point, even as liabilities have shrunk over time. The same strategy is present cheap iPhone and set-top boxes, even in wearables. Apple phones are 3 times the cost of an entry-level. Apple has made such an impact on consumer electronics and that rival companies are still like amongst the most expensive on the market create for the position they are in. Show their products. Competitors have put out similar products with hefty features with the market share at of the Apple same price point, but have been unsuccessful and in mobile phone sales, taking market share from Apple. Competitors have shifted their advertising focus to labeling Apple's their products introduced as a payment plan for their products and MacBook killers. They have always had financing with all this being said, Apple's but now have payment plans with their phones as well. Overtaking the plans Samsung are similar this year to carrier plans. They are using the vision that Steve Jobs had, the privilege to purchase his marketing strategy, and undying customer whatever loyalty carrier they please as the phone means to maintain their distinctive competitive competency. They have been rumored to do the same with wearables in a fully penetrated market.